Hello everyone, this is Adel Ali Askari. I'm a project management trainer and consultant, and in this video I'm going to talk about the stack diagram. We want to learn how we can draw the stack diagram in Primavera P6 tool. Before everything, let's understand what is the stack diagram and what is the difference between the stack diagram and the other normal diagram that we already know from Primavera P6. You may know that in order to draw the graphs and the graphical depiction of the resource assignment in Primavera P6, you have to approach main horizontal toolbar in the software and proceed with the resource usage profile. I already opened this view, and in the left bottom side of the view, you can see the list of my assigned resources to current project that included a few resources such as Adel, Sarah, Cement, and etc. And in the right bottom side of the view, you can see the assignment of each resources to the current open project. For example, the already selected resource here is Adel, and you can see the normal assignment to Adel in the green color and the over allocation to Adel in the red color. And don't forget that the time scale of the Gantt chart set as the week. Then you can see the graph and information in weekly basis. Anyway, if we want to have the group assignment of resources, I can press down the control in my keyboard and choose out of the available list of the resources. For example, the graph that show here is a cumulative assignment for Adel, Sarah, and Patrick together. It's a lucid report and a good result for doing the analysis. But the main problem in this report is that I don't have the separation and I don't have the partitionized resource allocation. What it means, let's have a look on this report. Here is the stack diagram of the same resources in Primavera P6. You can see the yellow color goes to the Patrick, the green color goes to Sarah, and the blue color goes to Adeli's assignment per weeks. And we have them separately and partitionized. It means in each period of time, I can do the analysis in the level of the assignment for each resources cumulatively and having the analysis for each resources separately. How we can draw such a this report in Primavera P6? Let's back to the software. We already came here in the resource usage profile and set the resource usage profile option to show the units of the resources. If we want to check that, right click somewhere in the empty space and approach the resource usage profile option. It's already set to show the units and the remaining yearly and cumulative amount for the resources. This time I want to draw the stack diagram. Then again right click somewhere in the empty space and turn on the stacked histogram. At the first glance you can see nothing, and this is the empty view for ourselves, and we have to set it up to show us the stack diagram. Then again right click and back to the resource usage profile option. In fact, the stack diagram is nothing else some filters that apply on the resources. The stack diagram is a filtered diagram or filter depiction of the resources. Then to show the stack diagram, you have to define the filters. Let me start the process by adding and click on add to add the first filter on my view. The filter is an if clause that check if the condition of the if clause will met, the resource or the result comes to your show, and if not, they will hide from your view. Here I want to apply the filter on the field of the resources. Then out of the list click on R, stop at the beginning of the R, and set the filter as the where the resources is under, and if you click on the value you will have the list of your resources. Let me set the first one for Adel, and don't forget that to name the filter as its resource. Let me change the name the filter as Adel. If you forget to set up this step in the result and in the report, you don't have the legend to show you which color belongs to which resources. Then let me set the first one and click on OK. You can set the pattern and color of the diagram by click on the options here. Let me keep them as the default and goes to define the next step or next filter. Again, repeat the filter as the same criteria, but this time for another resource that I want to have in my result. Then by click on add another filter, start and waiting for me to define the next step. Then set again the filter as the resource is under, and this time choose Sarah as the result. And don't forget to set the filter's name as Sarah. Then repeat the process again for the last resource or Patrick, where the resource is under, and this time choose Patrick. Oh, sorry, I forgot to set the name for this one to Patrick. Then back here and change the name of the filter to Patrick. You can change the color easily. For example, let me change the color of Patrick to the red one just to show you and see what is happening at the result. I defined three filters, Adele, Sarah, and Patrick. And also I want to have the report for the units, not for cost. And I want to have the total cumulative curve. Then set the options to the units and total cumulative curve. I can continue with the other resources to have a more complicated report, but for the first try and for this training video, let me keep it simple and we want to go to the result. If I click on apply and OK and set the time scale to the appropriate or required scale of the time, you will see the stack diagram for Adele, Patrick, and Sarah in different colors, and you can see the legend of the drawing or the reports here in the left side. As you can see, Adele is showing by blue, Sarah by green, and Patrick by red.